Hey guys, this is James from Man Tripping and Men Who Blog, and we're here in another Men Who Blog virtual happy hour. Of course, since we're talking about tropical drinks and beautiful weather and awesome trop rock music, I figured I would stop and do this from Georgetown, Grand Cayman, with one of my favorite things to do in the background, Carnival Cruise Lines. Anyhow, they are not a sponsor, but we are always happy to get out and cruise. I can't wait till the cruise lines start going again. But we also wanted to give an intro to BlendJet, who makes these awesome little portable blenders, and we'll be demonstrating those in just a little bit. But anyhow, thanks guys for tuning in. I'm gonna go pass it over to the MC of awesomeness, the impresario of rum, and the connoisseur of all things tropical. How's it going, Kevin?
What an introduction! Wow, that's awesome. You know, we have these. We'll just demonstrate these later, but I'm having a drink made out of this BlendJet, which is really cool. It's a little portable blender, and I just want to show you how it works. That just has water in it, but look how cool that is. So you just set it for like a minute, and it stops, and they give you these little packets, which of course is supposed to be for healthy stuff, but we pour rum in it. I poured some, I've topped a lot of this Bacardi 4-year-old in it. So we're going to start off with that. You can't have tropical music without tropical drinks. And boy, do we have tropical music today, folks. We have Eric Babin, the king of trop rock music in the world. He's got a fantastic, I'm not kidding, I listen to it all day, all night, radiotroprock.com. It is the best background music. You know, when I'm working, writing stories for pubclub.com, it's in the background, and it's just really nice music. And Danny and Donnie and other great trop rock artists are on the radio constantly. It's awesome. Radio trop rock, folks, get it on there, listen to it all the time, particularly when you're reading pubclub.com and mantripping.com. And Eric, I happened to mention to him one time, I said, you know what, we need a trop rock, like Walk of Fame or something. And he said, you know what, I'm kind of working on one in Key West on Duval Street, which would be just like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which would be fantastic. But Eric, can you, I'll let you introduce the talent, and we'll come back to you a little bit later, and you can exactly explain what trop rock is. But welcome, everyone. Welcome, Eric.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting us be on your show and kind of expose the world to trop rock, those that aren't familiar with it yet. Because I'm here to tell you, the only people that are not trop rock fans are the ones that don't know about trop rock. And I think people tuning in today that have never heard of it are going to fall in love with it when they see what talent we have here just today. And why don't we start off with a song from let's see, let's go alphabetical order. Danny Rosado. Oh, he wasn't even ready. How about we
I'm
go?
ready.
Oh,
Crap, he's always ready.
oh, there it is.
I'm ready.
And Danny, why don't you tell us where you're at today and then play a song for us?
Sure, yeah. So I am actually in Bradenton, Florida. I am actually at the Habitat, which is a house concert venue, which is also the home of Ken and Heather Settlemeyer. And so that's where I'm at here in Bradenton. It's beautiful here, 90 degrees, 95, hot, and Florida humidity. You guys hear the guitar?
Yes, very well.
Okay, good. So this song I'm going to play, actually, I'm actually kind of excited. I have a new song, and this will be the first time I've actually played it for anyone except for the people in my immediate quarantine circle here. So this is called Saltwater Soul. I quit my job about a year ago. Some say fired if the truth be told. Moving too fast for cruise control. I'd never seen the Gulf of Mexico. I walked the beach picking up shells, buried treasure in pirate tales. But I think I found something better than gold, a little piece of my saltwater soul, a missing piece of my saltwater soul. Don't you know, it really don't matter if you're old or still climbing that ladder. If you feel a wanderlust taking a hold, might be missing your saltwater soul. Rivers run salty before they reach the end. They kiss the sky and do it over again. Can't shake this feeling, I've been here before, picking up the pieces of a saltwater soul. These little pieces of my saltwater soul. Don't you know, it really don't matter if you're old or madder than a hatter. If you feel a wanderlust taking a hold, you're probably missing your saltwater soul. You might be missing your saltwater soul. Oh! Don't you know, it really don't matter if you're old or still climbing that ladder. Anytime you find yourself digging a hole, you know you're missing your saltwater soul. You know you're missing your saltwater soul, picking up the pieces of a saltwater soul.
Well, you know,
Thank you.
folks, why I listen to Radio Trop Rock all day long? Because it's music like that. That's great.
Thank you.
That's awesome,
stuff.
Danny.
And it also makes you think about beaches, boats, bars, rum, margaritas, you know, all the stuff that we like. Wow, that was fantastic.
Like, the best part is you have no idea that I messed it up like 3 times.
And, well, you covered it well, like a good musician does. Because and you shouldn't have said anything because we never would have known.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, you know what goes great with music? It's rum. And my ice is melting.
Yeah.
So I would rather be melting in my stomach than. So how about we all whip up this? So actually, or I guess Kevin, you're probably more put together than the rest of us. What are you drinking? What jet pack did you put in there?
I put in the Tropical Blue.
Okay.
So
I'm going to be using that one too. Although some of the other ones look pretty good, like the blueberry one looked pretty good. And I'm not really a big chia fan, but for those of you who like chocolate and chia, they've got these. And I love the fact that it makes it easier to blend rather than kind of playing a lottery as far as just throwing stuff in there, which you can do too. But
well, this also, Tom, I was thinking this would go well with the bourbon. It's ginger,
Yes.
green peach ginger.
I think that would go ginger and peach. You know, there's a lot of peach cocktails out there with bourbon, so I think that would be very nice.
And Joe from Joe Mulholland is watching us on YouTube. Says that
Oh,
blend
cool.
jet does look cool. So thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
And
it really is.
giving away not 1, not 2, but 3 of them, plus a pack of 6 jet packs.
Wow.
So make sure you check out menwhoblog.com later today, and we will be putting that giveaway up. Super easy to enter, and stay tuned for more details on that.
You know what I decided was great for us? I was fumbling through this yesterday. I mean, it's really easy, but read the instructions. It's got the funniest instructions. Like, for one, don't put your hand down there. But it's USB.
Wait, you can't stick your finger.
You can't stick your finger in it, but it's got this USB port, which is what charges it. So if you're out at a pool or someplace or the beach, and you've got your margaritas all set, and someone says, "Well, I want a blended one," all you do is pull this out, and boom, you can make a blended margarita.
It's kind of like a portable Bassomatic.
You know, that's so funny. That's right. Exactly. Oh my God, it's coming. But anyway,
I just want to know, this is what I need to know. I want to know, where do I go to become a stockholder in this product? Because as soon as Trop Rock people and Parrot Heads find out about this, there goes the stock right through the roof.
I think the answer is Shenzhen, China. But
Hey,
other than that, I don't know. But you can go to blendjet.com and check it out. I should have put the titles up before the show, but I had a tragic accident with a spilled drink downstairs, and my wife wouldn't let me up here and do this until I had that cleaned up.
I see. By the way, Ashley, Eric is in Texas right now. Where are you in Texas, Eric?
I am just northwest of San Antonio in the hill country, right near Bandera, Texas, the cowboy capital of the world.
Not cowboys, but cowboy.
Right there.
Correct. The ones with spurs and stuff.
He's right there on the map.
So Ashley, what there? Ashley, where are you from again?
I was born in Austin, but I about 45 miles east of Waco.
Okay, yeah. I lived in Austin for a while and Waco for a while.
Yeah, out in the sticks, Ben-Hur, and I went to school in Mark, so.
Yeah. And I heard you went to Stephen F. Austin.
Axon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Austin right now.
The Fighting Lumberjacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling Kevin earlier that the Lumberjacks are Stephen F. Austin, as I remember, because I visited there quite a bit, because they were the party school, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, sex, fun, and alcohol, SFA.
Yeah.
So you've been hiding that from us, Ashley. Gee, what a surprise!
So here's the blender, by the way.
And it shuts off automatically too, so you don't have to sit like a regular blender. You don't have to sit there like mine. I manipulate to get the ice to fall down, so it just shuts off automatically.
That's actually pretty cool. You know, it went into the canister as kind of a whitish grayish powder, and it's turned blue once it added the rum. So it's kind of like those unicorn drinks they have at Starbucks. I'm actually impressed because I put ice in here, I skipped the water, and I put rum instead of water.
Wow, you skipped the water.
Because that's how we roll.
Ice is
right?
water.
Wow.
And it blended pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I filled it up. I don't know if I made a true daiquiri or a true margarita if it would chop as much, because it is a portable blender that charges by USB. But I'm pretty impressed. So I can't guarantee how good this is going to taste. But I know that Tom is probably made up a more sophisticated cocktail. So Tom, what did you do?
Well, I played with the smoothies a little bit. The smoothies are very nice that it comes with, and I played around with some bourbon as Kevin was mentioning. But I was, thinking, what could we take that's a classic bourbon cocktail and actually, make it something like a frozen? And I looked, old fashions, but I thought, the classic Manhattan is something that feels usually a little bit more winter driven or fall. But so I've been playing with basically a frozen Manhattan. So what I'm doing is I'm taking, and I'm just going to try to make it here, while we're in real time. I've taken about 2 ounces of bourbon, and I'm using the Hotel Tango, which is an Indiana bourbon made just up the road from me and is actually in more and more states. I'm a big fan of the Hotel Tango Indiana bourbon. So about 2 ounces of that. And then some recipes call for about 3/4 of an ounce of vermouth. I usually like to use, it's about a half ounce of a vermouth. And I'm using the Carpano Antica, which is one of my favorite vermouths for good Manhattan. So I'm going to put that in there as well. And then, we could just stop there, with the actual liquid. But
that's not fun.
That's not fun, right? That's not fun. Well, what I'm going to do, maybe kind of fun. First of all, I'm going to use a little bit of bitters, and you can use the Angostura. I have Jack Daniel's Tennessee cocktail bitters, which are actually made by my friends at Bourbon Barrel Foods in Louisville. So these have actually been aged in some Jack Daniel's barrels. But to really give you more volume, and really, most frozen kind of cocktails have a little bit more of a water base. It's not that I'm a big believer in like watering down a cocktail, but we need a little bit more water in this. You could always double up on the alcohol, but I think just a little bit of water on top.
Always do that.
Yeah, you could do. You can make it a little bit bigger, and then if you did, I would say add a little bit more water, just because usually these frozen cocktails we find in New Orleans, unless they're really strong with alcohol, which often they are, there's a little bit of water element. Then I'm just going to add the ice. We're going to see how this does, and we're going to have what usually would be a fall or a winter treat, a Manhattan, and we're going to have it in the, But you know what? Hey, I'm just going to add a little bit of bourbon on top. Why not? I mean,
absolutely.
There we go. We're just going to finish that off. So we got
just a wee bit of bourbon there.
It's a wee bit of bourbon, and I really do like the way this this works. I like the fact that it actually, if for some reason you don't have the lines lined up, it tells you. You're going to have these lines lined up to make sure that you're in exact proximity. So this will work right. But it's going to give it a little whirl here. Some good booziness so I can take it to the beach or wherever. The river. Take it on a good boat ride. Look at that. And I could definitely see look at that, how nice.
It's a lot quieter than I thought it was. I thought it would be from when people talk about a blender. I'm thinking like a big,
Right. I could see it, and I do a lot of food shows where I showcase cocktails or and I don't want to have a whole blender with me, but I might be, I've done some in LA and I'm in New York doing those, and just having it at a food show in the booth is, hey, if I want to whip together a cocktail and give it to somebody, I don't have to, plug in. So here is my frozen.
Ooh, that is good.
Oh.
Cheers.
It's a bit like a Coke Slurpee.
It is very nice. It is very nice. I like it.
Now, one thing I will modify or will recommend modifying for those people who love rum and want to go full rum and no water, with the blend pack, these jet packs, which is a great idea. These jet packs are fantastic, but it's dehydrated fruits and stuff in here. They need water to rehydrate.
Is it strong?
Yes, it is strong because there's probably about 4 ounces of rum in here, maybe 3 ounces. But less desirable is the fact that the freeze-dried pineapple is not reconstituting with rum the way it would with water. That is not their fault. That is my fault. I'm sure it'd be wonderful if you followed the directions, but I'm a guy that doesn't like to ask for directions, so I'm sure it turned out perfect.
Well, on that, how about a song, Donnie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And by the way, we missed we missed Mike, who came in a little bit late.
Mike. Yeah. Hi, Mike.
Hey guys, I think I'm on now.
Yes, you're on.
Yeah,
A little late. I'm on Eastern time over here.
No worries.
Well,
Thanks for joining us.
Better late than never.
All right, here's my song. You need to mix up a cocktail wherever you're at. All you need is a BlendJet, blendjet.com. What do you think?
I think you're going to probably get a free one from James or BlendJet for that.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what that was for.
Well,
I see.
supposedly
Okay.
the BlendJet guys are watching, so I know.
Pink
Mike
one for my
will,
wife, please.
The man knows PR.
I am sure they'll be happy to send you one, especially since you just gave them a free jingle.
Hope somebody recorded that because I have no idea what I've said just then. Well, I feel like there's no other song to do with the BlendJet commercials going on than a rum and something, which I think might be the game once I get my BlendJet in the mail. This is what I'm thinking. Take all the packages and of the jet packs, and we're gonna pour that out into empty Ziploc bags. Don't label them, right? And then you throw your rum in, throw whatever mystery packet in, and then you got a rum and something because you have no idea what it is.
Well, you have a rum runner too.
There you go. Blend.
Like
Because
this.
on the cruise ships, people actually take booze and put them in plastic bags. So when it goes through the X-ray machine, it doesn't show up as a bottle. And that used to be clever until the X-ray guys realized, like, okay, why is there this big void in the middle of your suitcase that doesn't show anything there? But nonetheless, people try, and trying is a lot of fun.
All right, well, that was the lead into my rum and something. I was as clever as I can be at this early in the morning when I've only had this much rum and something. Sun was too hot, but it was too cold at home. So I took a drive just to be alone. Now I need a drink, a little more than a beer, to put the pain in the past. Bartender, fill up my glass. I need a rum and something with a twist of whatever you got. Because I haven't forgot what I came to forget. So I'm gonna need a lot of rum and something, maybe tropical or blue. I'll surrender, you're the bartender, I leave it up to you. Drink number 2,000 at the Buccaneer Bar. I'm planted on this stool. Hell, I ain't going far. So it's gotta be strong. Yeah, it's gotta be tall. I don't care what kind, I just gotta get her off my mind. With a rum and something, and a twist of whatever you got. I still haven't forgot what I came to forget. So I'm gonna need a lot of rum and something, maybe tropical or blue. I surrender, you're the bartender, I leave it up to you. I don't need no little umbrella, and you can keep that fruit slice, as long as it's strong enough to put her memory on ice. I need a rum and something, with a twist of whatever you got. I still haven't forgot what I came to forget. So I'm gonna need a lot of rum and something, maybe tropical or blue. I surrender, you're the bartender, I leave it up to you. So crank up that blend jet blender till we can't remember, or we run out of booze.
Yeah.
Cha-cha-cha.
All right, now he's going not only for the blend jet, but he's going for sponsorship.
There you go.
Hey, a man's got to work, right?
Hey, what a
It was
great,
really good.
what a great song. And anyone who doesn't know what trop rock music is, and Eric can expand on this a little, but I think you kind of get a picture of it's kind of a beach lifestyle, boat lifestyle that always involves some sort of cocktails. So that's kind of my definition. Eric, you do a lot of events too throughout the year. Well, normally, where you bring in Donnie and Benny and a bunch of trop rock musicians. Can you talk about those events?
Well, yeah, it's not just us, Radio Trop Rock. There's events that go on from coast to coast, literally from Key West to Seattle each year. Texas, Chicago, Arizona, New York. Of course, they're all canceled this year, pretty much. A lot of them were. But it's just, we get these folks together that have a common, like, if you ask, what is trop rock? Yes, 12 different trop rock fans. You're going to get 12 different answers. But what each will have in common, I guarantee you, is it has an element of escapism. You're having a bad day at work, just throw on some trop rock. It's going to take you to the beach, to the bar, out on your boat or whatever. And that's what trop rock is about, is escaping your normal job. And it's like you go to these events and you might see a brain surgeon who's, wearing scrubs on a Friday morning, but at Friday night, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt or a coconut bra and a grass skirt. It just allows people to release and relax. And that's what trop rock is all about. And that's why I say, folks that don't know about trop rock, they say, well, I'm not a trop rock fan. It's only because you haven't been introduced to it yet. And my friend Mike Nash there was in a documentary about Parrot Heads, which is closely aligned with trop rock. And he can do the quote. It's something about you hate your job, you love to drink, right? What was that quote, Mike? It really explains trop rock in like 2 sentences.
Let me see if I can remember it now. It was years ago. It was you hate your job, you love to drink. Well, let me introduce you to something that's going to change your life.
Exactly, right. And that is trop rock.
Well, I always love it, going back to when my buddy Laz kind of stirred that Caribbean soul in me and got me really into Jimmy Buffett and going to the concerts and stuff. And then my friend Gary, I call him Gary Buffett. He's the blonde's dad, Gary Haas. I was on his boat in Monterey Bay, and he put on some music, and it sounded like, I'm like, God, I don't know those Buffett songs. He said, oh, that's my buddy Eric Stone. So that was really my introduction into trop rock, and then Eric Stone introduced me to Eric Babin, who's running these killer commercials on pubclub.com about the. I lost my train of thought because Gabby came on. We miss you, Gabby. So she's our normal bartender, but she's feeling a little under the weather, so she's not.
Eric Stone kind of got me into trop rock because he's one of the first artists I began to listen to in the mid '90s, other than Buffett, because I was all about Buffett. And the late '80s and early '90s, everything was Jimmy Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, Jimmy Buffett. And then folks like Eric Stone and Brent Burns and Sonny Jim were singing these songs that had the same feel, but they weren't Jimmy Buffett. And so I was like, you mean other artists does music like this? And I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of Southern California trop rockers. You have, Jerry Gontang of Stars on the Water, which Jerry plays a lot at the Galley at the Marina, which is in Chula Vista. I used to live in San Diego, if you didn't know.
Yeah, bring it on. Yeah.
and you got Bob Carwin, you got Rob Mill, you got Christopher Dale. A lot of folks over there in Southern California are doing trop rock. You just may not know that that's what it is. You just think it's beachy music.
No, it's trop rock. I feel like it's the epicenter would be the Caribbean, but does trop rock include some Hawaiian stuff as well, or is it strictly kind of Caribbean?
Well, see, that's where the definition is blurred. Yes, to answer your question, yes, it includes Hawaii because that helps you escape to the beach, to the islands. So yes.
Okay. So anywhere with palm trees and warm water.
Right.
And cold rum.
Or a sailboat on the Lake Michigan, just wherever.
Warm rum works too.
So Put-in-Bay then.
Yes.
I guess that's Lake Erie, not Lake Michigan, but same.
There used to be a huge event, trop rock event there, and I think they were trying to bring it back this year, but obviously bad timing.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
And I think that's.
We miss you too. Hope you get well.
Oh, Gabby.
Hope you get well soon, I should say.
She's our bartender. That's normally on the show, but she's feeling a little under the weather right now and she's taking it easy. I just sent her the link to come on if she wants to pop in for a second.
Yeah, we're not going to judge, and we're all loaded up with rum. So
she was helping Ashley, stash this thing with like a regular blender cocktail. So what have you got, Ashley?
I had to get. She told me use banana, and then I did the tropical blue. And she was also saying that it has I don't know how to pronounce it, spirulina, which makes it blue, has a ton of nutrients that can lower cholesterol and blood sugar. So we're drinking and lowering our cholesterol and blood sugar.
But then in the text string immediately after she posted the fact that it can lower your blood sugar, I think somebody said, "Oh, but if you make it a little sweeter, you can add some sugar in it."
It tastes
I
great.
thought for a second you said you actually put blood sugar in the drink. That would be kind of weird.
That would be the red one. Maybe that's the I guess I was gonna say dragon fruit, but vampire fruit maybe.
I didn't add water. I had to blend it about 5 times because I didn't cut up the banana. Y'all cut up the banana before you put it in. But
yeah, when Gabby gives us these easy cocktail ingredients, she's like, "Oh yeah, just throw a banana." I'm like, I don't have a banana.
She says, "Oh, it's easy to make," and she runs down like 10 ingredients and do this and do that. Like, yeah, it's easy for you, not for us.
That's kind of like with these jetpacks, though, because you just put them in. It's got pretty much everything you need right there.
That's true. It makes it easy. But as James always laughs at me, my standard drink is rum and OJ, which I have here as my backup.
I guess I'm not sure if that's a request from Irene, like Christopher Cross's Sailing My. And then Gordon is asking, where is Don Middlebrook?
Don Middlebrook is a big part of trop rock. That is correct. He actually has a song called Pure Trop Rock.
Gotcha. So who's up next?
Well, why don't we go with Mike?
Sure. I'll play a song. I'm still getting used to this whole podcast singing to computers thing. It's really tripping my brain out. But
well, just do your thing, my friend.
All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I've been a part of the trop rock scene since about 2011, and have seen it grow from just a tiny little sort of a spin-off of the Parrot Head Jimmy Buffett world to a genre that's all its own now. And so many of us are blessed to be able to tour all over the country, all over the world, play some amazing shows from some wonderful people who are just out to have a good time. I've never seen a fight at any of our shows, never seen anybody not having fun. It's just a great thing to be part of. So glad you guys had me on the show today. Here's a little one called, you've heard the song, you've heard the story, the old saying, if the shoe fits. Well, in Trop Rock, we do have one requirement. You can't wear shoes. You have to wear flip-flops. That's part of the deal. If it gets too cold where you're at with flip-flops, you just go south. So. Spent my life wearing shoes of leather, tough as nails with toes of steel. They're no good in this island weather, so I went shopping to find me a deal. I tried on loafers, tried on sneakers, I must have tried about 20 pairs or so. Started feeling like I was Cinderella with that leather in between my toes. If the flip-flop fits, go ahead and wear it. Life is short, you gotta live by the soul. 'Cause that old tick-tock ticks and the moment's gone, so you better grab a hold of it quick if the flip-flop fits. My big old feet, they were white as a winter, slow strolling down the beach. Come next morning, they were red as lobsters, but they tan right up by the end of the week. I wear them fishing, I wear them dancing, they keep my feet moving nice and slow. It's funny how your whole world changes with a little leather in between your toes. If the flip-flop fits, go ahead and wear it. Life is short, it's better lived by the soul. 'Cause that old tick-tock ticks and the moment's gone, so you better grab a hold of it quick if the flip-flop fits. I flew home to Colorado, and it was 10 below zero. I got some frostbite on my big toe. No, I don't think so. Came down here on a week vacation, that was 25 years ago. Sold a house outside of Denver, and I blew it all on rum and coke. 'Cause if the flip-flop fits, go ahead and wear it. Life is short, you gotta live by the soul. 'Cause that old tick-tock ticks and the moment's gone, so you better grab a hold of it quick if the flip-flop fits. If the flip-flop fits, go ahead and try one on. Oh, it'll save your soul. There you go.
I know I want to sit
Trop
rock
Rock
right
on
now.
the side.
One time I'm kayaking in Nebraska, and I was walking in the lake, right? And my flip got mud. It's gone. So I had no shoes. Ridiculous. Your flip flop. Can you hear me?
So actually, we can hear you, but it sounds like you're about 1,000,000 miles away.
I was wondering if I was the only one.
Can you say this? Pinch hitting for Danny Moda, number 7.
Well, she just got out of here. She was mad we couldn't hear her.
Yeah, hurt her feelings.
Who are you all?
I guess we heard her feelings. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ash's fault.
I was trying to turn the volume up over here.
Well, you
Well,
know,
you know,
there's a woman to blame.
Tom and Ashley has those great drink recipes, so I wanted to share what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay. I get a Yeti, then I get a beer. Then I pour it in there. That's
Love
my
it.
drink recipe.
It's a good plan.
If I had a blend jet, it might be different. I don't know.
Well, you know, Sharon, who's watching, says another basic rum drink is rum and iced tea.
No. Ugh. No. Do not mix alcohol with iced tea.
Rum and sweet tea, maybe.
No.
How about a rum and tonic? Anybody had a rum and tonic?
I do rum and water.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, you just take the rum, you drink the rum, and you set the water down. That's how you do that.
It's nice.
Mike, you sound.
That's a
yeah,
rum and nothing.
I like a rum and nothing.
Mike's got a similar voice to Eric Stone.
We get confused a lot, or vocally on the radio and stuff. Yeah, Eric and I are really good friends. Actually, we go back a long way.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. Great sailing man too.
He took my dad sailing in Destin one time, which was great.
Nice. Yeah, he's a sailing man.
That's it, Gabby. Rum and more rum. That's a rum and rum and something.
Yeah.
James, I think you're muted.
Dehydrated pineapple.
I saw you talking, James, but I think you're there. You go.
Well, gosh darn it.
You look like you were saying something important, but I couldn't
Get
hear
to the point of rum and more rum. I took some of the remaining frozen pineapple and I put rum in it. And now I have kind of a pineapple rum infusion.
Now you're having pineapple.
And for those of you who commented, yeah, I'm not sure where the echoes are coming from, Gina and Karen, but I think Karen commented.
Maybe mute one at a time and see where it's happening.
All right, we're going to do a little troubleshooting.
Well, I think I just found it.
That was it.
Who'd you mute first?
Danny.
Or Mike. He's muted also.
Oh.
Blame it
Was
on.
it background noise?
Yeah, it's an echo. So,
Oh, hold on. I know what I did.
It may be feeding through your monitors if you're using that. Like, that's what happened to me earlier.
Well, if you just drink more, then you can't tell if
Sounds
the
normal.
echo is the technology or you. So
How's that? Is that better?
it's much better.
Yeah.
I flipped off while I was singing. I flipped off the processing thing so it doesn't, go in and out.
and we can't blame the woman because it's not actually.
And I thought it was like the trash truck, so I was just gonna mute it, but I'm like, there's a legit right outside my window, and I'm like, well, I had to shut the door, then it's really hot, so if I start sweating, that's why.
Well, you know you're in trouble when the sponsor comes in and throws smackdown about our audio. But he loved the video, and Michael, we got the audio working for your part of it, but now we're done. So the audio decided to take the rest of the show off. But I think we're good now.
It sounds good to me.
It sounds better.
Just a little technical glitch. It took about 1 minute of a 37-minute show.
I was just wondering if I was the only one hearing that echo,
It's all in your head, Coach.
Is it fixed? Fixed. Is it better? Better.
All right,
Well,
well,
that's because you need to drink some better rum.
we fixed it. Hey,
Thanks, Mike.
Donnie, that's the guy you need to talk to. Give him that little jingle right now of BlendJet.
Do it.
Oh, I told you I forgot it already. Go back to the beginning of the video.
Donnie's been trying to get a BlendJet sent to him, so we did a little jingle, and then he threw it in the bottom end of one of his songs. It's pretty funny.
See,
I
what
think
was
we
it?
need to do this. Pretend to have an audio problem every show about 30 minutes in, because then when we fix it, everyone starts commenting. Our engagement goes way up.
Well, now someone MVP just asked me, "Echo, what echo?" So maybe some people weren't hearing it.
Thanks.
And then MVP, who is in, is Mike Mumford. That's him. He is. He's in Florida as well, and maybe he's drinking rum down there, and didn't hear the echo either.
There's no echo. We're just a bunch of double talkers.
That's right. Well, somebody play a song. Who wants to go now?
It's Danny's turn.
All right, is it my turn?
Okay.
Okay. So Eric mentioned, trop rock. There's no one real definition of it because some of it's rock and roll, some of it's kind of folk, some of it's reggae, but it all kind of centers around escapism. Also, there's a lot of themes, nautical themes. So I have this is a song that I wrote actually as a tribute for some folks I served with in the Navy on board the USS Nashville, and it occurred to me that the names were kind of similar, but a guy I served with, his name was Lieutenant Dave Tarwater, and then I got the idea to create this fictional character about Lieutenant Dan Taylor from Forrest Gump, his fictional grandfather. So the story is called, it's about Lieutenant Dan Taylor's grandfather who went into the Navy. So this is called Bosun Dave Taylor. Well, you've all heard the tale. Lieutenant Dan Taylor lost both his legs at the knee. His grandpa Dave was smarter and left home to be a sailor, starting new life on the sea. Well, first he learned to drink, so he had to learn to fight. Guess it just ran in his blood. He knew his time would come to uphold tradition, but it wouldn't be face down in the mud. Old Dave was a natural at seamanship. Tie a one-handed bowline on a bite. He was equally adept at the rum and the ladies, a different vintage every night. Bosun Dave Taylor was a natural-born sailor, and a natural-born sailor was he. With one foot in the grave and one on the starboard rail, he's got the wind in his knee. One night on the mid-watch, old Dave was the first to spot sky and sea start to churn. He sent word to the captain, insisting that they batten down every hatch from the bow to the stern. When the first big wave hit, well, the midshipmen all split to the cover of their bunks down below. But old Dave, he held fast with a line tied to the mast, while Mother Nature fired up the show. But a hard-heeled to port, tore loose to support the anchor that stood at the lee. And when the anchor line severed, well, old Dave was untethered from his legs as they washed out to sea. Bosun Dave Taylor was a natural-born sailor, and a natural-born sailor was he. With one foot in the grave and one on the starboard rail, he's got the wind in his knee. Now he sits at the bar and he pees in a jar, with little Denny right by his side. And he likes to rub it in that he's still got his shins as he raises a toast to the tide. He sings, way, hey, blow the man down. Danny, won't you please help me up from the ground? My legs all be damned, I'm going to town. Give me some time to blow the man down. Now, he still drinks his rum, but it don't help to numb the pain of losing his keel on the deck as he stood when ships were made of wood and men were made of steel. Bosun Dave Taylor was a natural-born sailor, and a natural-born sailor was he. With one foot in the grave and one on the starboard rail, he's got the wind in his knee. Yeah, Bosun Dave Taylor was a natural-born sailor, and a natural-born sailor was he. With one foot in the grave and one on the starboard rail, well, he's got the wind in his knees. Thank you very much.
That's very John Denver-ish, really. It's
Yeah,
very
I
much,
say that. Yeah.
I like this a lot.
very folksy, very You know, a little bit different.
It's kind of got that sea shanty vibe to it.
Yeah.
That
very cool.
3/4 time feel, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, if you give us a second, just talk a little more about Radio Trop Rock, the kind of music that you get played on it, and James has just put up the URL for. Just talk a little bit about Radio Trop Rock.
Well, we've been in business for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. Actually, the station started about 6 years ago, and we bought it. I started working for another station first. We were doing house concerts, and I'll talk about house concerts in a minute. But we were doing house concerts, and the station came to me, and they go, "Do you want to broadcast those shows on the radio?" I'm like, yeah, come on in. And they go, "No, we thought you'd do it." So basically, I learned the trade doing that. But we had some artistic differences with that station. There was a different way I wanted to take it. There were some things I wanted to do. And so after I retired from the Navy, this station happened to become available. So my wife and I, Gina, purchased the station, and we programmed it in such a way. It's very similar to a Radio Margaritaville, except we focus about 70 to 75% on independent artists like Danny Rosato, Donnie Brewer, and Mike Nash. Because in our opinion, they're just as talented. It's just maybe you haven't heard them yet. So we try to go that way where we're bringing that out, and we're very particular about the music we play. I'll just leave it at that. So we try to make it where when you tune in, you're having fun tuning into our station. You, like I said, you had a bad day, you tune into us. Maybe you're at the pool and you just need the perfect music for hanging out at the pool or the beach. That's what we try and do. We try and keep 95% of our music upbeat and about beaches, boats, and bars. So you're having a good time while you're listening. We just want to have fun because we are Trop Rock fans first and radio station owners second.
Well, that's perfect.
Terry says hello from Illinois, and then I was remiss in my zeal to put the promo up there for Radio Trop Rock. We had a bunch of people that really enjoyed your song, Danny. So
thank you.
Great.
All right, can I talk about
I just want to make sure you didn't think nobody loved you.
I feel the love all the time.
I want to talk about house concerts. It's not just Trop Rock that does it, but I think Trop Rock does house concerts better than any other genre of music. And what a house concert is, like, for example, Terry McLean just commented there. Terry and his wife, or Terry, owns the Postcard, which is a house concert venue up in Illinois, I believe, or Missouri. Illinois or Missouri, I can't believe I don't know that. Where Danny Rosato is hanging out right now, he's at the Habitat, which is a house concert venue in Bradenton, Florida. But it's what this is there's these private individuals all over the country that open their house to these musicians. And these musicians come in and play, and the people bring in 40 to 50 to 100 of their friends. And you might think, well, that's done a lot. People have private parties with bands and everything. Well, this is different because it's not a house party, where a house party is the purpose of the party is for something else, a birthday or whatever. For a house concert, the purpose of the event is for the music. People are coming for the music. So they're a very attentive crowd, and I know each of these artists have played dozens, if not hundreds of these, so they can explain how great a house concert is. But that is kind of different for a Trop Rock, where the music is more well known through word of mouth via house concerts than any radio station or anything like that. And I'm telling you, if you've never been to a house concert, go to one, and as soon as you do, you're going to want to have one at your house.
How does that work? Do you sell tickets, or is it just kind of a gathering of friends?
That's a great question. Do you sell tickets for a house concert? No. And let me explain why. You can't sell a ticket to a house concert because otherwise you'd need a permit from the city to hold an event where you're selling tickets. However, you have donations for the artist, and 100% of the money goes to the artist. It's donations, and because it's donations to the artist, it's not a business, and it's totally legal.
So is it typically BYOB then, or BYOR, as the case may be?
Man, you have perfect questions. Let's say you want to buy a ticket to a Jimmy Buffett concert, $150, and you're sitting in the nosebleed. Parking, $20. Beers, $8. It's going to cost you a lot of money. A house concert, $20. BYOB, so another $20 for your drinks, free parking, and guess what? You're sitting 10 feet from the artist, and after the show is over, you're drinking a beer with them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it cannot be beat.
Well, I got to teach you how to sneak booze into a Buffett show, Eric. Come on.
Yeah, well, there's a way. Yeah.
Yeah, I only pay whatever the cost of a Coke is at a Buffett show.
Camelback works really well. I
have
know that.
laughing to that too.
I use my Lou Larry's hat in the back as my.
Well, you know, I saw something a few months ago or a few years ago for women that have basically a padded bra, where the drink was in the bra. But I'm thinking like that's kind of be kind of awkward at the end of the night when you're like, weren't you a D cup when you walked in?
Yes.
I think Mike had something to say.
Have those kind of bras as their drink. I don't think they care.
Yeah. You probably not at that point. You're probably so loaded that it doesn't matter anyhow.
You
But
don't even know. Probably not.
At the end of the night, they all look like double D's.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All 10.
Donnie, we got to write that song. That's a song right there.
At the end of the night, they all look like that. I think Brent Burns already has that. I'm going ugly early tonight. That's pretty close.
I want to ask Tom if you've had a lot of exposure there, being a bourbon guy in Kentucky, Indiana. If you've had a lot of exposure to trop rock music.
You know, I'm somewhat familiar with it, and I was going to say part of my background, even before I did Bourbon Blog as a journalist, was a radio DJ. So I got to see a lot of good concerts. I actually just went to a house concert this past January with one of my favorite artists from the '90s. I used to do a lot of college rock, named John Wesley Harding. And it was so cool because it was such a small crowd. He only invited his really close fans and friends because he had a very small tour. And it was an amazing experience. And we partied with him afterwards, and it was incredible. So, you know, it is an amazing experience. I would love to, and I'm definitely going to check out your radio station. And but no, I don't see a whole lot of trop rock here, but I had heard a little bit about it. But the songs are so uplifting. I mean, they are, for the most part, I mean, they're fun. They make you smile. They're what we need right now. So you guys keep it up because the music's what we need right now.
You know, that's a great point. It's what we need right now.
It's amazing stuff. Making me smile.
Right. And if you really want to hear a big chunk of trop rock artists, Google on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever, Google Trop Rock Strong. We made a video. Mike's in it. Danny's in it. We made a video of a Bob Marley song with 55 different musicians from trop rock, from the trop rock community.
Wow.
And it's really starting to blow up, and there you go. And
First thing that popped up.
we're very proud of doing that.
YouTube.
That's right. You can find it on YouTube. You can, if you search for it, you just Google it, you'll find it.
First thing that popped up.
But
Has people there.
Tom Shepard.
I'm watching it right now, but I don't dare put it on the air because we
got busted.
Robot sensors will immediately pick it up and block us off. So
we got kicked off.
It's definitely worth watching.
We got kicked off for playing an Eric Stone video, which is kind of ironic.
Whoopsie.
Well, Donnie, I think it's your go around. How about playing?
It is. I just want to say real quick that we're very proud of that video. John Patty and Tom Shepard and myself put that together, and all the artists. We thought maybe we'd get maybe 10 or 12 artists to say yes, and we had 55 say yes on it. So and I just dropped my headphones.
Uh-oh.
And now I'm switching to my my patented rum and OJ. But of course, you can't have, as any good trop rocker knows, you've got to have. Look at Tom laughing. He's like, Kevin, you even put in your bourbon. But you have to put in a floater of good rum at the top for any.
Good.
You can't put good rum in an Alabama cup. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, trust me. The
Mike is a Tennessee fan.
Not in a minute.
The Tide knows how to roll with trop rock rum drinks.
Well, I tell you what, you're talking about a floater. So, Danny, you said you're from Bradenton, so you know about the.
I'm from Alabama, but I'm in Bradenton.
But you know about the St. Pete Beach. The how many straws do you want in your daiquiri?
Actually, I'm not. I'm from Alabama. I'm not from here, so I haven't heard that.
So the first time I was down in St. Pete Beach, I ordered a daiquiri, and she goes, "Well, how many straws do you want?" I'm like, "Well, it's just me and my wife, and we're getting 2 drinks. Why would I want more than 1 straw?" She goes, "Oh, I'll just give you 2. You'll figure it out." And I'm like, "Oh, this is weird." Well, apparently the thing is, and I don't know, I guess they don't do it the same way because of different liquor laws, damn the alcohol enforcement boards. But they would pour 151 or Everclear down the straw.
I've heard that. Yes, I've heard that.
So
yeah.
you get your daiquiri, and it'll be like, okay, 1 straw, 2 straws, 3 straws.
You'll figure it out.
And that was a hell of a kick when I just like, oh man, I'm so hot, I just want this.
So you always want extra straws? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
That's so funny. You can never get away with that in Stodgy, California. In Florida, I can see it happening.
But I bet you could get away with it at a house party.
Yeah.
Do they have like straw sized like
Or house
funnels
concert.
to fill them up, or they just?
Straws.
You know, the bartender that I was at, I can't remember that. It was at the Beachcomber, I think it was, or the Hummingbird, or something like that. St. Pete Beach. I don't know. It was a fun night. Anyhow, no, they had the little thicker straws, so they were pretty easy to pour in. So, but anyhow, St. Pete Beach is a lot of fun. If you guys ever get a chance to go out there, it's definitely worth.
Oh yeah, a lot of us actually play up there. There's a place in St. Pete Beach, in Passagrille that actually they feature trop rock music quite a lot.
Well, there's
it was not good rum. It was Everclear,
Chris.
but it'll get you fucked up.
All right, Donnie, you got a drinking song for us or whatever?
I think Phil was a good lead-in for a drinking song, wasn't it?
I don't.
They have a drinking song.
Can you do two rum songs in a row? Is that legal? I don't know.
Does Donnie have a
I was going to give you guys the choice. I was going to give you either a fishing song, a song that I wrote with Danny that Mike said he wanted to sing on the next album, or a funny song, or another drinking song. I got a lot of those.
whatever your choice?
Well, I'm asking you guys. I don't really get the crap.
How about a funny song?
So, audience people that are watching,
All right, I'll
if you
vote for funny
if you want
song.
a fishing song, comment fishing.
How about a funny drinking song?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cover our
Go ahead.
bases.
Do you have a fish and drinking song?
A fish? I don't. Well, yeah, I have a fish and drinking song.
You better. You don't while you're fishing. You're drinking.
So whatever. I'm flat-footed and don't give a quack.
And Gina, I like where your head's at, but that was not one of the options.
Well, let's do. What do you think, Eric? You know all of my songs. We could do fishing on credit. We could do a little more rum. We could do Cactus Moonshine. We could do Barefoot Beaches and Bonfires. We could do Back to the Sun. We could do.
What about tacos, tequila, and trop rock?
It's Taco
No.
Tuesday.
Why did you ask if you're going to tell me no?
That's because it's brand new and I barely know the words and I need a band for it.
What is Taco
Okay.
Tuesday?
Not that one.
Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I can't do that.
I haven't heard you do beaches by yourself yet.
Yeah, do the Beaches Bonfire.
All right. We'll do that one. Must have been about 86. Me and the crew trying to get a fix on the third coast. Had my first dose of Jesse's salty kiss. I was cooler than the ocean breeze. I bought a case with my fake ID. Then Jesse smiled in the firelight. It don't get better than this. It was bare feet, beaches, and bonfires. Summer nights, young and running wild. Singing shot through the heart, and you're to blame. On a beat up guitar by a dancing flame. Burning the night like it's going out of style. Must have been about 98. Living free in the Sunshine State, and we made a toast on the first coast to leaving it all behind. Weighing anchor, but that's the wrong words. Danny, help me out. This is your verse. We sing a song with everyone.
Words.
Good friends and good times. It was bare feet, beaches, and bonfires. Summer nights,
young and running wild. Singing Last Dance with Mary Jane on a beat up guitar by a dancing flame, burning the night like it's going out of style. And it seems like so long ago, we always said we never get old. Seasons come and seasons go, but the fire never dies. It was bare feet, beaches, and bonfires. Summer nights, young and running wild. Singing shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Last Dance with Mary Jane. Some people claim there's a woman to blame. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's your part right there, by the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, nice.
Beaches, bonfires, coming out on the next album at some point.
As Tom said, that's the kind of music we need right now.
There you go. That's it.
Oh, MVP has been with me down to Eric Stone's former place in Isla Mirada, or where was it? Marathon,
yeah.
Dockside Tropical Cafe. So MVP, was down there with me one time and met Eric, and we listened to some pretty good trop rock down there. They even had mermaids out.
That was the first place. There was the second pit stop party I played on the way down to Key West. The first time I'd ever really seen a bunch of Parrot Heads and trop rock fans in the same place. And I played 2 songs at Dockside, and I got booked on a cruise. I was like, okay, I love this. This is my thing now.
Well, now, Eric, are you the Meeting of the Minds is been canceled in November, right, in Key West? But you're still putting together a lot of musicians to go down there for that. Can you expand on that?
I will expand on it. And really, it's not me putting together. Meeting of the Minds is the proper event, happens within the walls of the Casa Marina Hotel. Now, that part was canceled for a very valid reason because of, they were worried about people being that close together. And everyone gets that. So that part is canceled. However, there's a lot of stuff that goes on outside the Casa Marina. So the majority of that, as of now, is still going to happen because it's spread out throughout the island, not within the confines of a hotel. So
and put on by different individuals rather than one organization.
Correct. So Mike's going to have some stuff. Donnie's got stuff. Danny will be down there. And so other radio stations, Tiki Man Radio, Songwriters Island Radio, they still have their stuff going on down there. And so I encourage folks to come on down. It's going to be, if you've ever been to the Key West Songwriter Festival, it's similar to that, but it doesn't have an official name. It's just a bunch of people having a great time in all the bars with lots of great music. Trop rock.
Although you can go to troprockstrong.com and there's a schedule up there of people that have posted what they're planning on doing, the ticketed theater events and things like that. And some of the stuff that's free as well is posted on there. And we hope to have more and more things posted on that schedule. Troprockstrong.com.
Good. I was going to ask about how people can find out more information about it. So that's great.
There you go. Bingo
Perfect.
Bongo. There it is.
And so if you're an artist that's going to be down there doing something, please go to Trop Rock Strong. You can add your own event there, so it adds to that schedule. So there's one central place, so where's Mike Nash playing? You go to Trop Rock Strong, you scroll, he's going to be at the brewery of this day or whatever. And so Trop Rock Strong. And one of the other things is going to be semi-organized is they're trying to put together a thing where it is a way to raise money for the Trop Rock Music Association Artist Relief Foundation. Now, this foundation was formed this year in order to help all the artists, the trop rock artists, that, of course, are having no gigs because there's nothing going on at bars. All the events are being canceled. So you can also go to troprock.org, a nonprofit website, and check that out.
Well, cool. Well, I think if we go down there, are we going to start doing the Trop Rock Walk of Fame?
We should.
Well, you know,
So if it wouldn't be a star, what would it be?
Palm tree.
Starfish.
A drink or something. I don't know.
A drink.
Palm tree.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a palm tree is what it would be.
It would be a spill drink, probably.
Look at that.
Spilled drink.
In Key West, there might be a lot of other nasty stuff too.
Did you see what MVP put down? Go to Fort Myers and take a jet boat to Key West.
Well, let me just take a jet boat.
Yeah, I'll just take a jet boat.
It's actually quicker to take a jet boat from Fort Myers
It
to
is.
Key West than to drive.
And they have
Especially-
music on
especially
that
Friday
too.
afternoon.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Well, James, you're Mr. Connection. Let's hook that up and get some comps and do it.
You know, I have an idea of what that logo could be for the Walk of Fame. With the right amount of sponsorship, it could be a BlendJet blender.
Oh,
Mm.
there you go. There you go.
BlendJet. We need to go on a BlendJet blender bender.
Bender.
I think that'll be a new song.
Speaking of ways to get to that Key West festival, we start in Texas, right about there,
Oh, I
in
see where you
Kemah,
are.
Texas, close to Houston, and we actually caravan all the way down to the Keys. We register the event, and we have shows all the way along. Mike's done it. Danny's going to be on it again. And it's a really, really fun thing. It's another one of the amazing kind of cool things that only happens in Trop Rock, you know, where these fans follow us in their RVs, in their cars, and whatever. And,
Kind of like
and
the
we,
Grateful Dead.
yeah, but I mean, we do shows in parking lots that
And they're all
that are not
drugs.
even scheduled. They just happen. It's so
They're all
cool.
still on drugs. It's just drugs to keep them alive. That's the only difference.
Well, Eric is great about chronicling that and giving me great stories that I run on pubclub.com. So
Oh,
he's
that's right.
created stories.
Yeah,
and,
there's a great article there.
Stuff. Yeah, so Eric writes those, and I post them on the website, and it's great. I'm looking over these and looking at the pictures and reading the story, going, man, that sounds like fun.
So Eric, I'm curious if there's a way we could do a analog to a house concert. We're doing some streaming stuff like that. If we got a bunch of influencers together, along with different artists, and we could put up I don't know. I feel like GoFundMe is cliche, but some way of doing a virtual donation. Because I'm having a blast tonight, but I really wish there was a way to send you guys some money, have some of our people.
PayPal.me/Donnie Brewer.
PayPal.
Actually, there's a PayPal set up as well. That's PayPal.me/Trop Rock Strong, which goes to that artist relief fund as well. So
Let me put that up here for you.
By the way, this is a great drink. I think, Mike, if you're up next, so
Is it PayPal and me Trop Rock Strong?
Trop Rock Strong. That one goes to the artist relief fund. The Donnie Brewer one goes right to me. Just in case you're wondering.
Well, I tell you what, here, guys.
No, it goes right to his wife.
That's true. But she did bring me a fresh Siesta Key toasted coconut rum.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
not saying it's not well deserved. Because
that Siesta Key rum is really good.
Oh, get the Siesta Key toasted coconut rum. It's amazing. And you don't want to mix it with anything ever.
Really? Okay.
Unless, I mean, ice. That's the something in the rum, and something is the ice.
So you get an echo? I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
You are? Okay. I'm going to turn that thing back off.
Just turn your volume down on your thing and then play your song.
Well, I just want to let you guys know it is really easy.
You don't have to
use
process it.
the
It's kinda like-
Strong PayPal me link. I just put in $10, and it takes about 10 seconds, guys. So, really support the artist you love, because right now, I hate to say we're in the same boat together, but that seems really.
Is that
cliche.
the boat behind you? Is that the boat we're in?
I wish
We
it
need
was,
to get on that boat.
'cause they've got good rum drinks on there.
Now, that's the perfect lead-in for my song. Is that a fishing boat or a drinking boat?
I've never been on a
Is it 20 feet of love?
Because there's a difference between a drinking boat and a fishing boat. You guys know this, right?
Let's see.
See, Trop Rock is not all about just beaches and drinking. It's also about drinking on boats, too.
That's true.
And when you're the guy in the fishing boat, this guy I'm about to sing about in the drinking boat is not your friend because he's got all the girls hanging off the back of his boat.
Oh, he's in New
He's
York.
listening to the boom boom music, and they're all drinking and having fun. They're scaring all your fish away. You know that guy.
Oh,
That
he's
sounds like a
Yeah.
Brent Burns song.
What a bass.
I went and got myself a drinking boat, 'cause I ain't out here for the fishing. I got no bait, but I got shade for the ladies. If you should find you got one missing, you'll hear me blasting out my stereo. Break out some burgers, grill them up. I got a blend and some beer. I don't need no fishing gear, 'cause all I'm catching is a bug. I put my drinking boat in and out, and all the ladies, they just scream and shout. I rev it up and they climb aboard. So much bikinis makes my eyes get sore. I like to stick it in the cruise control, pop a beer and let the good times roll. I buzz by you while you baiting your hooks. I see you giving me them dirty looks. That's why I got myself a drinking boat, 'cause I ain't out here for the fishing. I got no bait, but I got shade for the ladies. If you should find you got one missing, you'll hear me blasting out my stereo. Break out some burgers, grill them up. I got a blend and some beer. I don't need no fishing gear, 'cause all I'm catching is a bug. My drinking boat holds all my friends. They always telling me how cool I am. I see you checking out my hot chicks. I bust by and scare away your fish. And while you're drinking no tree, I know you really wish that you was me. 'Cause while you're cranking on your Johnson, I'm getting drunk with your girlfriend. Oh, come on, Donnie Brew, play me some guitar now.
I don't think it'll work.
While I'm tossing out my anchor down at Party Cove, I see you trolling around, holding on to your little pole. You might be catching you a trophy back, but I'll be getting me some trophy. That's why I got myself a drinking boat, 'cause I ain't out here for no fishing. I got no bait, but I got shade for the ladies. If you should find you got one missing, you hear me blasting out my stereo. Break out them burgers, grill them up. I got a blender and some beer. I don't need no fishing gear, 'cause all I'm catching is a bug.
A jet blender.
So while you're shaking your fist, I'll be drinking like a fish. I'm only here to catch a bug.
Oh,
Oh,
that's another great part about trop rock songs. The lyrics are often hilarious. And Eric, you play one all the time. One of the funniest ones is, I don't know who does it, but the guy talks about, I went to Key West. Let's see, I went on vacation, left on probation.
That's Brent Burns.
Brent Burns.
Yeah, and the only
violation.
Yeah, and the only photos I got were my mugshots.
And that song is actually a theme song for a bail bondsman down there now.
Yeah.
True story.
Well, you listen to Radio Trop Rock, and you will laugh. It'll be in the background like me a lot of times. They'll be like, "What did they just say?" So a lot of the Trop Rock songs are just funny. And Tom, exactly like you said before, I never thought of it this way. It's what we need right now.
Yeah, I'm having a great time listening to these guys.
That's what we need forever.
That's what we need forever.
We need more people to be more human to each other. And Trop Rock, that's exactly what we do. We get to go, you check your politics at the door. None of that stuff matters. It's just a bunch of people getting together and having a great time and treating each other human and having some fun. And there's a lot of alcohol included too. So.
Yeah, we need more bourbon songs.
Tom, there you go. More bourbon songs.
Actually,
Bourbon
listen
on the
to
Beach.
look up the Detentions have a song called "Bourbon on Bourbon."
Nice.
Bourbon Street.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's about their first night on Bourbon Street, and it's a true story.
Oh
There's
my
two
God,
songs
really?
about that written about that same night.
Must have been some night.
Yeah, there was theirs "Bourbon on Bourbon" and mine, which is "I Left My Liver in New Orleans."
There's another one by Tom Shepard called "I Ain't As Think As You Drunk I Am."
I ain't think as you drunk I am. I ain't stumbling. This is how I stand. My tongue gets tangled, don't you understand? I ain't as think as you think I am. That's exactly what he sounds like.
I posted the link to the PayPal.me Trop Rock Strong in the comments for all the different streams. But just in case anybody missed that comment, here it is again. And a couple people were asking if they have to have a PayPal account, and the answer is no. You can enter your credit card information right there. I don't know if they take Bitcoin or whatever else funky kind of currency you have, but if you don't have cash and a credit card, then I'm sure Eric can help you out. Eric, that's your group, right? You organize that?
No, it is not.
Oh, well, sorry.
Well, it's okay.
It's all of us organized it, really.
Trop Rock Strong came about because
But I got the sign in.
Kristen McFadden, who is just a Trop Rock fan and also happens to be the wife of a Parrot Head Club president, actually the president of the whole Parrot Head worldwide organization. Anyway, basically she's a fan and she saw these artists
Parrot
leading
Head King.
out, and she came up with an idea, Trop Rock Strong. You know how they always have, Houston Strong when there's a hurricane and all that. So she came up with Trop Rock Strong. Donnie Brewer came up with the logo, and the rest is history. She just ran with it, started promoting it. Donnie made the website, started promoting it, and it's become our mantra for 2020 to help out our Trop Rock artists. So the big kudos for Trop Rock Strong goes out to Kristen McFadden out of Chicago.
You know what? Some of the coolest things that I've seen since Trop Rock Strong became, because I get to see the money coming in for the PayPal me and so forth, but you will see a lot of the way the foundation is set up. The musicians apply for it and they say, "Look, I've lost all these gigs and so forth," and then the money goes straight to them. But a lot of the artists want to help out their fellow artists and will actually donate to it rather than apply for it, and that's just freaking awesome. That's
just
amazing.
as an example, Danny Rosado did an online show. I know he won't say it himself, so I'm going to give him the shout out. Danny Rosado did an online show, and I think $900 went to that Artist Relief Foundation just for that one show.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I think when it was all said and done, we ended up topping 1,000.
There
Nice
you go.
job, Danny.
Well, I can't promise those numbers, but I definitely I think it's always good when we can help out. And I'm blessed right now that actually, Kevin, you finally, after like 16 months, got your QA. But both of us are in a relatively good position compared to a lot of people. But every little bit helps, because you never know when you're going to need the help yourself. So.
Yeah, I actually gave some money to Evan Charles, who's a regular on our show. He's kind of a Trop Rock singer, original stuff, and he actually wrote the Pub Club song about the website, which is freaking awesome. You guys got to hear that; it's incredible. And I finally was able to pay him some money for his efforts. So
that's nice.
yeah, I felt good about it. He loved it. He loved the fact that that I was able to give him something, because I know even $100 or $200 or what something can really help out a person in it.
As we talk about Trop Rock and the Trop Rock community and genre as a whole, we're kind of like a family, because you go to these events in like Nash Bash in Nashville, the Key West one, and you see a lot of the same people at most of the events, and so it's more like a family reunion. So when somebody needs some help, you're like, you want to help your family, right? Of course you want to help your family. So anything you can do to help your family, you do, and that's another thing that makes Trop Rock as a genre and as a community is just really special.
Well, that's hey Danny, my friend MVP who lives in Fort Myers said he knows some bar owners down there and can maybe get you some gigs down there. And then he also said, well, let's get someone on that jet boat to play down to Key West.
There you go.
There.
I'll play the trip to Key West from Fort Myers. Yeah.
Oh, really? On the boat?
Oh wait, no, I got to come back. As long as somebody's gonna bring me back to get my RV.
It's a round trip, actually.
Oh, well, can you fit the RV on the boat? Like,
I mean,
Possibly.
On
I
this
mean,
boat.
On that one,
You can sleep under my RV in Key West.
okay.
Depending on how much rum and something you've had, you might be able to pull that off. Yeah.
And I
I need to
reckon
get pontoons so I could just float.
they'll float out there. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know about you, James, but this has been an absolute thrill for me because I just love trop rock music. Eric and I have been conversing, but not visually for about a year or so now, and he's kind enough to run some stories on my website and an ad on a pub club ad on his website. And I love the trop rock music, and it's great to meet you guys. I hear you guys all the time on Radio Trop Rock, and I also listen to Pirate PYR radio sometimes, and Radio Margaritaville, of course, but my go-to is Radio Trop Rock, and I'm not just saying that because if you look here, it's on my computer now. I listen to it all day. I listen to it after this, and everyone after this should also listen to Radio Trop Rock to hear these guys some more great trop rock music.
I encourage everyone to go to troprock.org and look. There's a list of radio stations there. Please check them all out. We're all a little bit different. You might be in a different mood, want to listen to another station, and I'm fine with that as long as you're listening to one of us, because you're going to hear these great artists that we have on today. And I hope we can give each one of those around just a couple seconds to say where you can find their music and their tour schedule and all that.
Let's do that. Let's start at the top. Danny?
All right. Yeah, you can go to my website, which is DannyRosado.com, not residue, as somebody might think. That's an inside joke.
That's a good way to remember it, though.
Danny Residue. That's not my name. ROSADO. DannyRosado.com.
And it's not risotto like the dish.
Not the rice. Not the rice.
I'm also thinking the tequila, the Rosapado. James can announce it better than me, but there you go. Okay.
Oh, the Reposado. Oh, yeah. No.
Reposado, yeah.
I would like to apologize for giving you that Danny Residue name, but I'm not going to because I think it's funny.
Well, I probably shouldn't have told you that somebody called me that when I was in Boy Scouts. So.
Oh.
Oh, beat you to it.
That's my fault for telling you. So,
I so
take
want to
that.
ask if there's a story behind that, but I'm just not going to go there.
No.
You've never been in his RV, I guess. Okay.
no.
All right,
There's no
Johnny.
story.
Donnie, what's your way to people get in touch with you?
DonnieBrewer.com, Donnie with a Y. Why? Because that's how I spell it. It's only IE when I'm in New Orleans when I go IE. So Donnie with a Y, Brewer.com. If you want to get on the caravan, go to the Caravan of the Keys we talked about. Go to caravan.donniebrewer.com. And everything else you can find on the website there. Donnie Brewer Music on the Facebook and Trop Rock Strong. Let's do it. Let's go to Key West.
I dig your hat.
Do it.
Nice. Well, I dig that hat too, but I dig the hat on your website.
Yeah, the hat it's not headphone friendly. The hat.
Yeah.
I do sometimes wear it when I'm doing radio interviews, and I wear it sideways across like this. But
Yeah,
I think
have
actually,
video monitors that sound a lot better too, but they don't really work so well with the this
Right.
hat. So
I think
I want to get that hat. I want that boat too, but I also want to get that hat and that shirt.
this hat is a promo item from the nice folks at Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Wow.
Look at my hat. Look at your friends. Oh, wait.
Who just whistled that? That was really good.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I don't know. That was
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And just like that, you not only got a blender, you just got a box of Old Spice.
Hey.
You're gonna smell like an old man.
I was going to say, does that hat smell like your dad? Because I know that's what my dad wore.
I'm not sure what my dad smells like.
Anytime I smell Old Spice, I remember my dad.
That's funny. I do too. I remember when I was a kid, he had Old Spice in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear nothing but new Spice.
All men wore
The,
it.
the old
Either that
Spice
or Brew.
was pretty alcohol-y and pretty old man-y, spicy, but the new stuff's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually the description on my website. Pretty alcohol-y and
Manly spice.
Smells
manly
like Brew.
spiced.
Over here, I'm saying the Old Spice deodorant is what's up. Y'all all need to own it. It smells so
I do wear Old Spice deodorant.
Good deodorant.
I'm not wearing it today.
I can't believe we're talking about deodorant.
Is that the one that says Fiji on it? The Fiji scent?
Yeah.
I'm wearing Old Spice deodorant, but I'm not wearing any underwear.
Okay. Well,
And just like that, the conversation devolved.
All right.
Evolved.
well, let's move on to Mike and tell us how people can find you.
That's a perfect introduction to my website. Yeah. Thanks for the lead-in, Brewer. I appreciate it. Yeah. Actually, I'm the one that's backwards. Mine is nashmike.com because there's a guy over in England who
Ridiculous this is.
on MikeNash.com. So go to nashmike.com for mine and you'll see that. Or you can do southerndrawlband.com because that's also my band. It all leads to the same place. And all the music and tour schedule, the very few dates that we're actually doing this year are on there. As well as links to the music and all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for helping us get the word about our little genre that could, man. We got a really special thing here. We all believe in what we're doing. We're all, as you can see, when you go to a genre of music where all the artists are friends like we truly are, it says a lot about what we're all doing here. And I just think more of the world needs this in their lives, guys. So thanks for helping us get the word out.
I tell you what, I just noticed on your website that you're going to be performing August 14th in San Diego.
What?
What?
Oh, I got to update my website.
Oh, no.
Well, I just noticed you will not be performing at
I
Moonshine
was
Flat.
going to be, yes.
Oh,
we
no.
normally-
I am going to San Diego.
Yeah,
So
but we won't
Moonshine
be there.
Flats is
We were
a
doing the,
fantastic venue here in San Diego. I've never been to a concert there, but the place is a really nice place. It sounds really bad, and to be honest, it's more a testament to how bad the barbecue is here in Southern California. But they have the best barbecue in Southern California, as far as I'm concerned.
It
And
literally will give Texas,
it is genuinely good, but the barbecue here in Southern California is a low
it will
bar.
give Texas brisket a run for its money. It's that good.
I
It
know.
really is.
Where is this at?
Moonshine Flat in San Diego.
It's in the
Moonshine
gas.
Flat? Just down the street? That place
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Is Phil's Barbecue isn't open anymore?
Oh, actually, you would love it. It's like they got the cages up, like the old Texas places. I mean, that place is great.
Yeah, actually, you would love it. They've got cages to dance in. What was that?
No, they have the cage like up in front of the like when they throw the beer bottles kind of thing. They've got that cage up.
That's why Mike was playing there. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more of a country bar.
yeah.
How
it's
far-
It's a country bar.
Got cornhole.
How far is Bonita, California from where you are?
Oh, that's like
I have no idea.
Dude, beats me.
Isn't that near San Diego?
Bonita's about 15 minutes southeast of the red light where the Moonshine Flats is at. So I'm not sure where that is in relation to you guys.
It's
I
totally
have
Well,
different. But he's
I'll be.
at-
I'm doing a house concert there on August 1st,
Bonita,
wherever that is.
Bonita. Where's Bonita,
Is
California?
it Tish?
It's
over by El
Tish and
Cajon.
Kevin's. Yeah.
Over by El Cajon.
Yeah, that's
Well, there probably is probably a bunch of
Diego.
Bonitas, but Bonita that's close to us is south of the 54 between the 805 and the 125.
So it's just east of Chula Vista.
See,
Oh, okay. Does the trolley go there?
Okay,
If the trolley didn't go there, I don't go there.
Uber does.
so far.
Oh. Well, Ashley, had you
But she's the Google queen down there.
She's
awesome.
Well, she's hip, so. I was going to ask Ashley if you know much about trop rock music before today,
Oh, yeah.
other than when you're at my place and listening to it all day
No,
long.
I was listening to it on a hike the other day.
Really?
Oh,
But tropical. Yeah, no, I have. Yes, I like it.
did you kill any rattlesnakes on the hike?
I love all you guys. Seriously, the lyrics.
Really good stuff. Really nice.
Good job.
I downloaded the app, so I'll be listening to more. Downloaded
Oh.
more.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tom, you're gonna love it. You're gonna really.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
You're gonna
Right.
really love it. It's
Yeah.
great for background stuff when you're, just going around the house or something,
Yeah.
or even like me typing, at stores,
Chilling and drinking, I like it.
or crank it up and.
Listen
Drink-
to.
That's what we always say. Trop rock. It's good to type to.
It's good to drink to. And let me just say, my drink is great. I am so pleased with my orange juice and rum and floater.
Stay there.
Trop rock. It goes great with elevators.
Oh, Evan Charles, we gave you a shout out, Evan. Thanks for watching. He's the Eric. I tried to connect you to on Facebook with Evan Charles because I'd like you to play some of his music on Radio Trop Rock.
So we'll remove
So,
it for airplay, definitely.
so Evan, make that happen. Come on, get on there and get in touch with Eric and make that happen because I think he'd be a great addition to Radio Trop Rock, particularly the Pub Club song. You guys got to hear that. It's freaking awesome. I'm done, James.
No, I think that's great. I'm really one of the things that Kevin and I are really dedicated to is trying new things and breaking things, and
Yeah.
I think we actually did something new today, and well, I guess we sort of bent it, but I'm really impressed that this came together as quickly as it did. So thank you guys. Thank you, Eric. I know Kevin has been singing your praises, and literally it is your station is on every time we do a show. Kevin's just like, oh yeah, but I can see why he's such a fan of not just what you do, but ultimately what Danny, Donnie, Mike. Sounds like a boy band, doesn't it? Danny, Donnie, and Mike. Clearly there's a whole genre of music that I didn't realize exactly existed. I mean, I enjoy listening.
And it's a community.
The Buffett channel on XM, Sirius, and I love when I'm down in Florida or down in the Keys or something like that, listening to just tropical, people at different bars. But I didn't realize there was an organized community and stuff. So I think this is fantastic. Definitely look forward to supporting you guys however we can. So please let us know as you have concerts coming up in San Diego. And I saw it looks like Bradenton. Danny, you said you're in Bradenton now, and I think it was on Donnie's website that he's going to be performing in Bradenton. Unless that's a oops also. Bradenton's a great place. I absolutely love that town, and just south of there is one of my absolute favorite places in Florida. At least outside of the big names. Like, I mean, Miami, Orlando, Key West, everybody knows those places. But Punta Gorda and Edgewater Beach, fantastic places. They've got a great tiki bar and music community down there too.
One of the cool things about this area down here is that there are, other than Texas, I would say Texas coast and Southwest Florida are kind of the meccas for trop rock. So there are just a ton of wonderful musicians that live down here, including Sonny Jim White, who's one of my heroes. He's been around. I think Eric mentioned him earlier, but there's from St. Petersburg all the way down to Fort Myers. There's just a bunch of great musicians here, and people really appreciate trop rock here on this coast too.
I think maybe the only thing we really didn't cover about our trop rock world too is we all have vacations as well. Mike's had a number of cruises. We have cruises on big ships like the one behind James there, and then we have small like 200 person boat cruises to the BVIs and so forth, and those are amazing. We have the one we haven't done yet, which is going to be a bunch of catamarans. We're going to have 8 catamarans.
Wow.
Radio Trop Rock is going to be on there, and
Wow.
it's 3 couples per boat and a musician on every boat. It's going to be amazing.
That
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Are they the
And
big
I'm going to Mexico in December. Mexico Meltdown. Check it out. It's on the website.
Where in Mexico?
We're in Mexico, in Quintana Roo, just south of Cancun. It's a Margaritaville property, and it's all inclusive, which
know
those
exactly
are hard
where
to
it
find.
is.
All you can drink.
Hey,
All you can drink, all you can eat,
I tell you
all the
what,
music you want to hear.
Let's connect afterwards, because I know the PR person from that, and I've been wanting to do something, give her some love. So if we have a musician I can bring that's be performing there, Kevin, I'll bring her in, and we can do a episode talking about because I think that state in Mexico is also my friend Gustavo's the PR person for that. So let's do more. I'm down with whatever. So
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Have your people contact my people. Honey, I'm going to need to get some people.
We don't have any people. It's me and James and Ashley, and
That's
sometimes
right.
Gabby. And I would have skipped it.
my people's downstairs. She's working right now. We're actually doing a cruise. We're doing a cruise stream tomorrow, talking about. We're going to be talking about cruising in America, because that'll probably be opening up sooner than cruising internationally. But I know we got some other cruise stuff going on, so that's an industry that I'm particularly passionate about. Because not only do I enjoy cruising myself, as you can tell, but my wife's a travel advisor, and it's been a very sad year where she's been having to kind of do those rolling, well, we think your cruise might be okay. And then 2 weeks later, nope, it's canceled. And nothing sucks worse than, well, aside from not making any money, but nothing sucks worse than having a happy client that gives you the money that then you've got to give it back and you don't get paid for any of that. So, commissions are what they are, but we can all look forward to some great music, some great rum drinks, and I can't wait to find out what ships you guys are going to be on because I would love to come see you guys live.
On a cruise, so there's that.
Ashley, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You have not said anything, and I've been wanting your thoughts on my new haircut.
It's good.
So I got a $60 haircut yesterday. $60 for a men's
Big
haircut.
spender.
Well, that's diggers.
I'll do it for 59.
Yeah, I know. I'll take it, but I don't know what Ashley, if you
On the front, and it's good. I
well,
like the-
you know, she showed me a picture of some real slick dude with the cut hair here, bigger hair. She said, "That's what I want to do for you." I'm like, "Well, that's not really my look, you know." But all of a sudden, I get it back and it looks like this. It's my look now, so I hope it looks okay, Ashley. So I told her to make me look good for the single ladies, and
I'm just.
Well, I'm getting a trim
I feel
today.
Oh, that's golden, James. That's it right there.
Very nice. And based on popular demand,
Looks good.
what was that, Ashley?
I said it looks good. Kevin's. He just needs to
It's really badass.
forward because it's kind of splitting, you know.
I need to make it forward. Okay, all right.
There
All
you
right.
go. Good
Oh,
job.
that's much better. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's better.
Hey, all right. Every
And
man could use a woman's touch. You know, just the little things to make us look from messy to good.
Yeah,
Oh, Gabby, thank you, Gabby.
Gabby approves.
Thank you, Gabby. We miss you, Gabby.
you
Well,
better sue Katie.
Because of Ashley and Gabby's suggestion a couple weeks ago, we actually managed to get some blue hair dye. So,
What?
so next week, you guys may be seeing Punk Rock James wear his hat and match his shirt, matches his drink. I don't know. I guess
That's kind of more metal, actually.
that's the Longhorn, but or something. But anyhow, I don't know. I'm just a nice kid. I don't know these satanic things.
Practice my guitar right now. Like seriously.
Well, hey,
You can borrow
when
mine.
When you guys want to do like an exit song, and then we'll sign off because I'm down to hear some more music before I turn on Radio Trop Rock.
Anybody?
Yes.
I vote Donnie.
I vote Donnie.
All right, Donnie,
I'll do a.
lead us to the exit.
Let's see. I'll do a short one. Let me get my
Make sure it's a
thing where I
drinking
can hear
song.
my guitar.
Make sure it's a drinking song.
Then we're gonna do we'll do the funny drinking song.
Okay.
Donnie is our resident drinking song guy. If you need a drinking song,
I am.
call Donnie up.
I've done 100%
Everybody-
drinking songs so far, haven't I?
Everybody needs a niche.
All songs are drinking songs if you got a drink in your hand.
Don't you know what we do?
Boy, James.
This is a very old drinking song that I used to play back in the Blues Bland. Blues Bland? Blendjet.com. And this is completely true story, except for the parts that are made up. Well, I got myself in trouble bar hopping one night. I spied me an angel sitting in the dim light. It must have been the whiskey that was fogging up my mind. When I saw her in the morning, she was UGLY. What was I thinking? I said, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
My buddies tried to warn me, and I guess I should have known. What was I thinking when I took her home? Well, I guess I had. That's the wrong verse. Let's see. I need the band. You're supposed to be playing a solo right now.
Something about moving in with me.
What's the next line, Eric? Damn it.
New house key.
Triangle. He's got the triangle going there. I guess I must have told her she could move in with me. She brought a trailer full of clothes and a new house key. There's a stair stepper where my lazy boy ought to be, and it smells like cat crap and potpourri. Tell me, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
There's things I ain't never seen in my laundry bin. What was I thinking when I let her move in?
Let her move in.
I will do the shortened version. Well, I guess I had too much tequila one night. I woke up in a tux to Here Comes the Bride. Now I'm wondering what happened to the hugging and the kissing. She got more kids than she got teeth missing. What was I thinking? Tell me what was I thinking? Mud mask, double bagger, rolling curls. Now you know what a double bagger is, right? A double bagger, well, there's two definitions. Either you need two bags, one to put on her head and one to put on yours in case hers breaks, or one to put on her head and one to put over that one in case the other one breaks. Either way, it's a double bagger and she's not a pretty one.
Butterface.
Mud mask, double bagger, rolling curls. What was I thinking when I married that girl? That's true unless it's not.
Well, I'll tell you what, well, the perfect song to end on, right, Jason? There's no way anything we could say or do could top that.
I sang that to my wife at our wedding.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's either really or non-existent.
Well, Kevin, I want to thank you for having me on, and I appreciate all the praise that you gave Radio Trop Rock today. But honestly, I have to say, my dad jokes, if that's all we had on the station, although it would be great, it wouldn't be that great. What makes Radio Trop Rock great is we play folks like Danny, Donnie, and Mike, and all the very talented Trop Rock artists just like them.
Well, I will drink to that.
Yes.
I would.
And on top of that, people who are in the community, I guess Mike is also a musician, if I understand correctly. But he says he knows tons of bar owners in Fort Myers Beach that can help with shows there too. So
Nice.
I think everyone needs to work together, and hopefully that's something good that can come out of this crappy world we're in right now. Because other cultures have a sense of just don't take without giving, and I think that's starting to come back to the surface with at least some of us. So keep it up, guys.
Yes.
Silver
Great music. Really great music.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Tom, I was laughing watching you laughing to that song.
They all made me smile. I'm going to definitely be listening to the app, and it's fun music. We'll keep on spreading the word, ambassadoring it.
I'm gonna hit the end broadcast button here, but I'd love it if. Okay. Well, I'd love it if the rest of you guys just scoot on, and we'll have we'll just keep chatting afterwards. Thanks, guys that are watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.